Hello students. In this session, we will start fifth module on technical writing. We will focus on the first subtopic, that is Introduction to Technical Writing. Let's have a look at the overview of the session. We will discuss what is technical writing. We will also discuss importance of technical writing, difference between technical and literary writings, and lastly, we will learn the principles of technical writings. So let's understand what is technical writing. A technical writing is the accurate and objective communication of scientific and technical information, ideas, or procedures. So, when you choose to share any scientific and technical information accurately and objectively, we call that piece of writing as technical writing. Let's understand technical writing in a more simple terms. Technical writing is an exposition written with a specific purpose for a specific audience with highly detailed and specific information using technical vocabulary and illustrations like tables, graphs, and diagrams to clarify and support textual information. This definition talks about three important aspects of technical writing. Number one, it is an exposition written with a specific purpose for a specific audience. So there is a specific purpose for writing a technical piece of information. And second, it is highly detailed and has a very specific information. Third is it's written with using technical terminologies and illustrations like graphs and diagrams to support the textual information. Now let's move on to know what are the different technical writings you will be writing as a professional. So the first technical writing you might need to write is a technical report. A technical report is basically a document that records uh, that records an event that has already taken place. For example, if you complete a project, so you write a technical report of it. Next is a user manual, that is generally it's a document generally write to instruct somebody to use any technology. Then a proposal is written to when you want to undertake any proposal. Articles for technical journals and books are basically written to share a research undertaken in the field of science and technology. The next document can be a product description and specification generally written to share information about the products and services to a possible buyer. Then emails, letters, and memos can also carry some technical information. Now, moving on to white paper and case studies. White papers are documents that typically describe a solution to a technical problem for experts in the field, whereas a case study is a report about a real life situation which is studied over a period of time. Then API guidelines are written for the developer community and are used to explain application programming interfaces. Then we have help system. It is an online help center that provides technical information about products and services usually to the users. All right. Now, these are the different technical writings you may be doing as a professional, but beside them, as a student in your day-to-day academics, you also do a lot of technical writings. For example, your lab reports. Okay. Now, moving on to the next part, that is importance of technical writing. With technology taking more and more space in our lives, the importance of technical writing has also been increasing. So, a technical information that is shared through technical writings is increasingly required to use any technology, understand existing technologies, or build a new technology. It can be a vital communication link among the management and employees of any organization. Technical writings are important for conveying ideas, views, observations, instructions, suggestions on any technical issues. Beside them, a technical writing is also needed to propose projects if you want to undertake a new one, and to document your own actions like a lab report, right? Then to help others understand the research, to analyze and solve problems, and lastly to describe procedures and objects. So we need technical writings quite often in our day-to-day working as a professional and as a student as well, in the field of a student of engineering. Okay, now moving on to understand the difference between technical and literary writings. You are familiar with literary writings and have been doing so, like essay writing, then like writing scripts for the dramas in novels, poetry, etc. But the way we write literary piece of writing and a technical writing, there is vast difference, and that's what we're going to look for here. Let's have a look at the difference in technical writing and literary writing. A technical writing contains factual information, whereas a literary writing is bit imaginative and symbolic in content and information. The audience in technical writing is specific. It's meant for a specific audience, and a literary writing can be for anyone. It can be for you and for me, and can be for, so a general audience is what is desired for a literary writing. The purpose of technical writing is to inform and instruct. The literary writings are meant to entertain, provoke, and inspire. The style of technical writing is a bit formal and standard, whereas literary writings are a bit informal and artistic. I don't say they're not standard, they are standard, but can be informal, whereas a technical writing can't be informal. The tone of writing in technical writings is objective, that is, we present the information as it is. There is no place for what you like, what you desire, what you wish, what interests you when it comes to technical writings, whereas a literary writings is a bit subjective. It can contain your opinion, your likings, your perspectives in it. In technical writings, the vocabulary can be, you can use the specialized vocabulary of your field, that is engineering. But in literary writing, the vocabulary can be general. And the content in technical writing is organized sequentially and in a very systematic manner, whereas literary writings are quite arbitrary and artistic. That is, the arrangement of information, or the content can be little bit random, and but keeping in mind the artistic or aesthetic sense. All right, now moving on to the principles of technical writings. You have been familiar with the principles of technical writing, sorry, you have been uh, we have already discussed principles of effective communication. So principles of effective communication and technical writing are more or less the same, but let's have a look at the principles specific to technical writings that one must keep in mind while preparing any technical document, like a report or a proposal. Okay, so the first principle is the clarity. We know clarity means conveying any message accurately. Clarity is a bit difficult to achieve, but one must take care that your technical document must convey a single meaning that the reader can understand. There should not be any confusion. Second thing is, an unclear document writing can be dangerous. Like if you're given some instructions which are not clear, on how to operate a machine, then it can cause damage to the user or the machine or to the both. Uh, to bring clarity, tailor the language according to the understanding of the audience. All right. Second, that define when you're using some unfamiliar terms, define it. Next, for abbreviated terms, use long form in its first occurrence and put abbreviations in parentheses. So later on, you can just use abbreviations, but make sure that you use long form once for a better and clear understanding of what you mean by using that term. All right. Now, moving on to the next principle of comprehensive. Make your technical writing but comprehensive, means make it easy to understand for your audience. For that, be aware of your audience existing knowledge to determine what you should include in your document, what content and focus your technical document should have. And second thing is provide all the information, necessary information that your audience uh, needs to understand your technical document. And that is, first, provide all the background information, give clear description of a process or method of carrying out a specific task, include result, conclusion, and recommendations in your technical writing. So this is to increase the comprehensiveness of your technical document. All right. Now moving on to the next principle, that is accuracy. Accuracy of facts and figures is essential to avoid any misunderstanding and confusion. So we have to ensure that we provide accurate facts and figures. Next principle is principle of correctness. It means your document should be free from grammatical errors, punctuation mistakes, and should be in appropriate format, standard format. Okay. Now, when your document has is inaccurate or incorrect, it can create doubt on the information that you're providing in a technical document in the minds of your readers. So ensure accuracy and correctness in technical writing. That is, accuracy of facts and figures and correctness in use of grammar, punctuation, spelling, and the format of writing. Now, moving on to the next principle, that is accessibility. Accessibility means the ease with which the reader can locate the information they seek, especially if you're preparing a long document like a project report. So it should be easier for your reader to locate a particular piece of information in your technical report. So to do it, the most important thing that you have to pay attention is to the document design and layout. It's very important to enhance readability of your technical writing. And the third is include headings, subheadings, table of contents, and list of illustrations and glossary, so that it becomes quite accessible to your reader to access a particular piece of information. Now, the last principle is principle of conciseness, means technical writing, your technical document should be written with minimum words. Okay. But yeah, you know that a long document is difficult to read and time consuming. But when you are writing in your technical document concisely, make sure you create a balance between clarity, comprehensiveness, and conciseness. That means the document should be clear, should have all the information to understand, but it should be concise. For that, you should eliminate unnecessary detail and wording and avoid repetition. So, with this, we come to an end of the session on introduction to technical writing. So, we discussed what technical writing is, importance of technical writings, then difference between technical and literary writings, principles of technical writings, and that's all. Thank you so much.